Yeah.
Hey, Johnny. Obviously, there's going to be a lot changing. You've talked about it coming into today, and it's going to be kind of the talk of this off-season. How exciting, though, is the prospect to kind of get some stability and see where all this talent can go with some consistency?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot about our team kind of the second half of the year. I thought we did a lot of good things in the second half of the year, obviously. We're still out of playoffs, and it was, sucked, but, I thought learned a lot about our team, and hopefully we can all have, good off season and come prepared for next year, because I know no one wants to go through that again, like the year we had.
Johnny, is there any uneasiness heading into the offseason without a GM, or do you kind of see that as on a positive spin, welcoming a change?
Yeah, I don't really look into it too much. Whoever they bring in, obviously have a conversation with them and chat with them a little bit and go from there. But excited to see who we hire, and obviously excited to work with them.
Obviously, these first 2 years since you signed are not what you signed up for, what you want, how you wanted it to go. What did those 2 years, I guess, do for your motivation personally going forward? You got 5 years left in that contract. So.
Yeah, like you said, hockey-wise, it's been tough. Outside of hockey, we love it. Love the city, love being here. It's a special place, but the hockey part, it's been tough. So hopefully, we can kind of turn this thing around. Like I said, the second half of the season, I thought we did some really good things as a team. And like you said, I have 5 more years here, so hopefully I'd like to build something here and try to make it back to the playoffs and do some special things here, because like I said, I really enjoyed my time here away from the rink, so it'd make it a lot more enjoyable, starting to win games and playing into May and June.
As a veteran, you've played for a number of coaches at this level. I know there was turmoil to start this season, right before the camp and all that. Pazzi takes over. I'm just curious what you thought about the job that the Pazzi and the coaching staff did this year.
Yeah, they kind of got thrown right into the mix there. What was it, 2 days before training camp? Had to come up with a bunch of stuff for our team, and we felt like we were kind of behind on the 8 ball there. Just starting. We all came in super early, pretty much the whole organization, so we could skate as a team away from the coaches. We thought we were, ready to go, and then kind of everything changes. You new coach, new systems and everything, and it was just 2 days before camp, so it kind of started behind a little bit there. But like I said, we had a rough first half of the year with all the third period losses and stuff like that. But second half, I thought we did a really good job. We were out of playoffs, but I thought we took a good approach to it and learned a lot about our team, and hopefully we can use that to start the next season and come in ready to go.
Johnny, this season the team finished in a similar position as last year, but does this season going into the offseason feel any different vibes-wise than last season to you?
Not really. I mean, whether we're 2 points out of the playoff spot or whatever we were, we're not in the playoffs, so everyone needs to be better, starting with myself, and these older guys need to make sure we're holding everyone accountable as a team and making sure we're having a good off season and working hard in the off season and doing all the right things, and coming next season, prepared and ready to try to do something special here and give these fans in our city something fun to watch, because they haven't been watching a lot of fun hockey here in the past. So and they've been great for us. They've supported us all year long, and they're nonstop sellout crowds. So they deserve better, and we're going to try to do that for them.
Many guys in the locker room have mentioned all year that the group has really seemed to improve. The team has really come together. From your point of view, is that something that you're seeing, the team seems closer than ever to you?
I mean, I've only been here for 2 years, so obviously I think we still need to, do a lot more to to get to where we want to be. Have we taken some steps in the right direction? I think so. But no one in that locker room wants to be where we're at today. Not in the playoffs, so we still have a lot of things to work on and get better at. But we keep doing all the little things right and prepare this summer and come in prepared for next season. Those little steps we did take this year will only help us for next season.
You admitted that your season didn't get off to the start that you wanted. How can you change that for next season?
Yeah, obviously, probably bear down on my scoring chances a little bit more. I think missed a bunch of breakaways, probably should have scored. Got a few goals called off. Hit a couple posts and crossbars, and so just bear down on my chances. Be smart in the defensive zone so we can get out man rushes and try to make plays and set people up and go from there. But have a good off season as well. Try to skate a lot more than I did last summer. I think last summer skated a little bit less with the new baby. Was just hanging around her as much as I could, and so I'm definitely gonna try to skate a lot more this summer, be in the gym a little bit more, and I'm ready to go next year.
You basically by the end of the year, it seemed like you had a line mate of the week for you. How difficult is it to develop chemistry when you have so many different players you're playing with?
Yeah, it's difficult. You wanna have one or two guys you're with for most of the season, and that's the hard part about injuries and guys missing games and whatnot, and you're losing games. Sometimes it's not working, but when you find that chemistry with a player or two players, and you just keep building off a game in and game out practice, and each day of practice, it definitely helps in games. And I've had the opportunity in the past to play with a few guys where I was with them for pretty much most of the season, and you kind of know where they're at on the ice, the back of your mind. So, and you just repeat that game in and game out, and when you're playing with different guys every single night, it's tough to build that chemistry and to know where they're at and to play on the same page and whatnot.
You mentioned kind of the second half of the season as kind of a turning point, as something kind of to build off of. What specifically comes to your mind when you say, okay, the second half we played worthy of, like Columbus Blue Jackets hockey? Like what kind of comes to mind for you?
Yeah, I think, our speed, being smart with the puck on the blue lines a little bit more, playing with leads, the third periods, I think, we played a lot better in third periods and trying to kick that in the butt, get that out of our system. And but yeah, and in the locker room, in the weight room, a lot of just little things where as a team, it's only going to help us for next season. And obviously, like I said, we still have ways to go, but those little steps we took this year, we need to remember them for next year and build off them, and hopefully that'll get us off to a better start.
And obviously a lot of young names, a lot of young talent that's coming in, especially late here. I mean, what kind of, do you see that potential, especially from kind of these new faces, like from, making their NHL debuts, these faces that are kind of getting their first taste of what NHL hockey is? Do you see that potential for, I guess, a change is going to come through like the youth movement here? Or?
Yeah, we're the youngest team in the NHL, so we have a lot of youth, a lot of young guys. It's a lot of potential, like you said. But at the end of the day, with the amount of young guys we have, we need to put the best 12 guys that are going to help us win games. And it's great they can push each other, to try to crack the lineup and make our team. And with that many young guys and all the potential there, they're going to be challenging each other and making our team better and making each other better, and that's good upside.
Johnny, you talked a lot about changes and improvements that you guys did make. A year ago, we all sat in here and there was the word accountability was used a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you think from an accountability standpoint there were improvements in this team, and where did you see them?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's still room for improvement. Definitely need to get better in a lot of situations on the ice and stuff, but I think our captain and our leaders did a great job, holding our team and our young guys accountable and day in and day out. And obviously, it didn't show for the season in wins and losses, but like I said, there's little steps that in our locker room that we're trying to make. Those 4 guys are doing a great job at keeping myself and everyone else in line and trying to make sure we can grow as a team. And so that second half of the season, I think they did a great job of that.
And you mentioned coming back a little bit earlier last summer. Do you think that'll be the same plan for you this year? Go home for a bit and train there, and then get back here as a team and whenever August or whenever you might do it?
Yeah, it will be for sure. Obviously, spend go to Worlds in a couple weeks here and do that, and go home, get a little bit of rest, and then get back at it and come back ready to go, because we don't want to have another one of these seasons like we've had the past 2 years. And I think some of the older guys that have been here for longer have had it for more than I have in the past 3-4 years. So we want to be playing in March and April when those games are important. And like last night, there's 4 teams, 1 point away, all still fighting game 82, and that's where we want to be. And we'd rather be in the playoff spot, but not where they were at. But that's the meaningful games you want to be a part of, and that's where we try to push and be at.
Last one, Edge.
Johnny, you've had a couple of very key members of this team, Patrick Line, Boone Jenner, go through some really tough personal situations in their lives. How important is it for you guys to just kind of band together and support those guys, no matter what happens going forward?
It just goes to show you, we just play a game. We're very fortunate to play this game and to play in a great city like we do. But what happened with Patty was awful. We love him, we miss him. We hope he's getting the help he needs. And I think we all reach out. Anything you need, we're here for them. And with Boone, he's our leader. Guy works the hardest day in and day out. And for him to have to go through that, it's awful. But we love him and Maggie. We missed them at the end of the year, having them, and we're like you said, it's a terrible thing to have to go through. But I think he knows he has his teammates to lean on, and Maggie has the wives on our team, the girlfriends on our team to lean on, and they're not alone in the city. They have us, so we got to be there for them.